السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ونبينا محمد ذي القدر العظيم وعلى آله وأصحابه والتابعين والتابعين لهم بإحسان وهدى إلى يوم الدين. Alhamdulillah, it is a great blessing to be in a gathering where the righteous are mentioned. The ulama say, بِذِكْرِ الصَّالِحِينَ تَتَنَزَّلُ الرَّحْمَاتِ. In the mention of the righteous are the effulgences of divine mercy coming down upon us. Imam Abu Hanifa himself, whose life we're going to look at, would say that moments spent in mention of the righteous are more precious to me than hours spent in the review of fiqh. Why? Because the mention of the righteous gives us an embodiment of what the purpose and reality of knowledge is, and qualities that remind us how ourselves to become of the true people of knowledge, of the true seekers, and how we can fulfill the true purpose of knowledge. We're going to look briefly today at 6 lessons from the life of Imam Abu Hanifa, rahimahullah ta'ala. The first lesson relates to when Imam Abu Hanifa began his studies. Does someone know at what age Imam Abu Hanifa began his formal studies? This person known as Al-Imam Al-A'zam, the greatest Imam. The person Imam Shafi'i referred to with his famous words that people are but children before Abu Hanifa when it comes to fiqh. الناس عيال على أبي حنيفة في الفقه. How old was he when he began his formal studies? Someone said 10. He was in his mid-20s, around 26. So Imam Abu Hanifa was from a righteous family, and he himself took interest in knowledge, but he was sort of like many people in our times are, you're sort of knowledge surfing. You know, he used to go to different gatherings and show up here and show up there and hang out with the ulama and stuff, but he was a businessman. And even as a businessman, he didn't dedicate himself to studying, but he was sort of drifting. But he was brilliant. And one of the righteous scholars saw him discussing some matters of religion with someone else, and he told him that you have great potential. Dedicate yourself to knowledge, for great good will come from you. And he did. And he started at the age of 26. In that, of course, are many lessons, right, that remind us of the words of the beloved Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that مَن يُرِدِ اللَّهُ بِهِ خَيْرًا يُفَقِّهُ فِي الدِّينِ. Whomever Allah wishes well for, He grants deep understanding of religion. That understanding of religion, whether it's the personal understanding you need to draw closer to Allah, or that understanding that will enable you to benefit others, you can seek it whatever your age is. مَن يُرِدِ اللَّهُ بِهِ خَيْرًا. Whomever Allah wishes well for, He grants understanding of religion. Many of the great scholars that we have in the West began their formal studies closer to their 40s. People like Imam Zayd Shakir. When he went to Damascus, he'd hit 40 and he had the energy of a youth. Why? Because he really wanted what he was seeking. And in that, of course, are many other lessons if you were to reflect regarding the benefit of keeping good company. And also, they say you should keep your nets, even if you don't catch any fish, keep your nets in the water. And if you know that the fish is somewhere around there, don't just look for the fish and take your nets out. Sometimes the benefit will take time to come.